I'm going to walk down a little bit. Right down here, you can't see him very well. Beanie, he was like 100 yards behind me, and he heard me. And he's such a camera hog, he ran right through my feet. And now that he's front and center, he could care less. Alright, so I'm going to walk over here. And pretty soon, we should be watching the sun come up. Oh, there's a heron. I'm going to open up a little bit and see if you can see him. There we go. Whoops, I'm sorry. Pretty fast little guy. There we go. Alright, so that's gone. Pretty soon. Here, let me walk over here. I hear the crab man, but I don't see him. He's still downriver. Looks like it's high tide. Pretty quiet. There's that heron out there. No, I guess those are ducks. Alright, I'm going to move back up here and find a comfortable seat. I guess I better take the weed whacker and get some of this out of here. And I hear somebody else. It must be, maybe it's Lula. Yep, they're two of a kind. Alright, so we'll just set up shop here. See what happens. See what happens. Like, we don't know that the sun is going to come up over the horizon. That should be pretty much a given. Maybe we can just listen to the sounds. Looks like Beanie's stalking something. Oh, he's stalking Lula. That's kind of dark, but we'll see. If you look right past the plant, you see her little white neck. There she is. Although maybe you can see better than I. What's he doing? Oh, he's decided just to lay down. Okay, I still hear the crab man coming. Hear him? But I don't see him. He should usually be up this far by now. That's quite a pretty sight there. You should see a little pop over pretty soon. Any minute now. Forgot to ask Alexa what time sunrise is, but according to the way the sun's coming up right now, it looks like it should be any second. Any second. There goes a duck, or no, I think it's a goose. It was a goose. It used to be we had a lot of seagull. I don't know what happened to them, but maybe it's because there are more people. Oh no, that's ridiculous. Seagulls love people. Did I hear Lula? I think so. What's up, Lou? You crying? What are you making a sound for, Lou? Lula? There she's busy. Those two love the morning. Well, I love the morning too. Should be seeing that sun pop up any minute now. You see, right off the docks, there's a little cloud formation close to the horizon. And that should be exactly where it pops up. If you look up a little higher, you can actually see the reflection of the sun off those clouds. So if we were out that far on a boat or something, we would probably already see the sun up. For you flat earthers out there, doesn't work that way. There is a curvature. Just saying. You know, I haven't checked the position of the moon. I came home last night. Last night it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I came home from Fredericksburg. And I crashed. I was exhausted. But it was a great day. It was a lovely workshop. I love those girls. They are the sweetest, sweetest people. Without fail. In fact, I think they're the first people that have made me feel not just comfortable being old, but thoroughly enjoying being old. They're so dear. I don't have any grandchildren, and they treat me just like a grandmother, with a great deal of respect and affection. And they're very concerned about me, you know. That's nice. I had one little girl, I was saying, next year, instead of teaching for 2 hours on one day, I'll be teaching 1 hour, but I'll be teaching every week instead of every other week. Well, I got to the part where it said that I'll only be teaching 1 hour, and she didn't hear apparently what I had said, and she blurted out, "Great!" And all the girls looked at her like, "What did you just say?" And she's like, "What? What?" "Oh, I have to show you this. I'm going to move over. Now watch. The sun will pop up as I show you this cloud formation, but it's really pretty. Isn't that beautiful?" All right, let me come back because I think we're getting close here. Anyway, so after class was over, in fact, after the day was over and I was getting ready to go home, I was sitting there talking to a friend. And this young lady came up to me, and she reached out, and she just hugged me, and she said, "Oh, Michelle," she said, "I hope you didn't take offense by what I said." She said, "I have no filters," and she said, "I didn't realize that you had said that. I'm very excited that you'll be here every week." And I thought, well, what a sweetheart. This is a great group of kids. Been to a lot of different studios, my own included, and I can honestly say that I've seen as much kindness to each other and respect as I have at this particular studio. Reagan and her mom, Trina, are absolutely the kindest people you'll ever want to meet. I should have known, you know, they have two different bathrooms, and the one off the studio that I end up having to use, there's a sign in there, and it says, "Queens fix each other's crowns." And I thought, that speaks so highly for the way they treat one another. They're not jealous, they're not covetous, they're just happy and enthusiastic in the success of everybody. And that's important. That makes me feel good about a lot of things. So Never give up hope for what's coming, as long as there are people like that in the world. My goodness, I've been in here 10 minutes already. Didn't realize that. There's a lot of crows coming out of nowhere. Some bugs starting to fly. So as you can see, it's getting warmed up there on the horizon. It won't be long now. Certainly it's beautiful. I've missed this, a lot of times during the pandemic I didn't get outside for whatever reason, but for as many photographs as I have taken and videos as I have taken of sunrises, for a long stretch there, they were pretty, I refer to them as unremarkable, because it's just a little yellow dot on the horizon, no clouds, no color, no shadows. And after literally thousands of sunrises that I have recorded, I was really starting to wonder why it was like that. I'm sure that there's probably a scientific reason. Part of it might have even been because no planes were flying. There was really very little air pollution, so there wasn't anything in the sky for the sun to reflect off of. That's hypothetical, I don't know. But say what you will about air pollution, I think there's something to be said for it if it's going to create these beautiful cloud formations. Here comes somebody. What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing, Mr. Man? You getting ready to lie down? Okay, well, we'll leave you to your cleaning. Go back here. Stunning, isn't it? Sometimes I think about God's palette, when you take a shot like this right here, and you see the choices, the creation of these colors, and what a remarkable comfort and harmony there is with the greens and the blues and the oranges and the yellows. How much more beauty, how he gave us free will, so it's not as if he created all of this and said, you will like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to even notice it. But anybody that really does take the time and just study it and think about, well, it's beyond being able to really wrap your brain around, but just look what he did. I mean, he could have, it's not the matter of, the sun comes up in the east and sets in the west, and yes, we're planets, and yes, we're in the solar system, and yes, there's universes beyond us, etc., etc. It's not the fact that it is. It's the why. Why did it matter? Why did it matter that there's the color? Why did it matter that there's the form? For whom did he do it? I think the saddest thing is the night sky, because I think so many people never pay any attention to it. Or if they do, it's very seldom. I think probably when we didn't have so much lighting that destroyed the night sky, or at least, the ability for us to see it. I think we certainly made a huge mistake with the way we light the earth so that we can see at night. So many places have caught on to that and, make their lighting directed downward so that it doesn't affect the night sky. I think that's a great idea. I appreciate whoever pushed that along. There's the sun. Actually, I don't know how the camera is portraying it. The sun's actually not up yet, but there is certainly an aura that appears as if it were the sun, but it's actually not up yet. Should be any second though. I can't keep looking away from it. It's going to put sunspots in my eyes. It's incredibly quiet. Just a few little bugs, birds. And here it comes. Now, see how long this takes. It's incredible. Once it peaks over, how fast it clears the horizon. I think it's like 3 minutes at the most. And to me, for it to move, from that marker and clear, it's kind of mind-boggling. Then you don't think when it's up in the sky, and there aren't really any markers that we're rotating as fast as we are. There we are. And the next thing, I'm going to take you up a little higher. The next thing I enjoy is the pathway of sunlight that hits the water and how it grows. I'm going to take you way up here like this. I'm just going to look away because I'm looking directly into it. So I'm just going to let you enjoy. Heard a bee. That's another thing. This year, I'm so grateful that I've seen not many, but a few regular honeybees. It's been quite a while. I think 3 years since I've been able to see a honeybee. I see bumblebees, but I don't see honeybees. And it was getting kind of scary there because, people were talking about how many bees we've lost and continue to lose. But isn't that, oh, I'm looking at the sun now. Isn't that remarkable? All right, I'm going to come back down now and use the cell phone to block the sun from hitting me straight in the face. But there it is. There it is. Okay, you see the path? I'm going to take you back up one more time, and then I'm going to go back in the house. Because I can't really stare into the sun. Oh, I look down the river, and I'm going to take you to see the crabman. Hold steady. He should be on the horizon. Right. Oops. Open up. See him moving along there? Yeah. I really thought that he was to the left, upriver. He's on the return trip now. Had no idea. I cannot believe I've been out here a half hour. Well, I haven't. I've been here 21 minutes. It feels like I just got outside. Alright, I'm going to pan back over to the sunshine. There's the pathway. Okay, I'm going to reduce it down a little bit. And there it is. Alright. I feel like I'm supposed to say, see you later, alligator, like Father does.